Okay, and we're back from another refresh break. Luckily, I didn't screw up the audio this time.
Well, that's always good.
Okay, so we got a long way to go in this chapter still. Let's get moving. She sounded surprised as she checked the phone. She looked at the screen. She knitted her eyebrows angrily. It's like she knitted. How did I even try to phrase that? Her knitted she brows angrily. Okay.
Well, time to quote that as well.
I know, right? Her knitted she brows angrily.
You're doing what I was doing earlier.
At least you didn't get words backwards. You just added words.
What is it?
いえ、まったく姉さんにも本当呆れたわ。下の根も乾かないうちに。
She bowed again with a sigh, then turned to leave. Strangely concerned, I tried to stop her. My protagonist's senses are tingling.
Excuse me. Did Aika-san do something again?
つまらない嘘です。
I see. She turned it back to me, shoulders slumped.
一体どういうつもりなのか、私にもわからなくなってきました。
You see, fun fact, the soda that I kept drinking during the last few recordings is all caffeine free, so whatever. It was iced tea that I was drinking, never mind. I'm an idiot.
You can talk to me about it if you want. What did she say?
Come sit on Santa's lap and let all your troubles go. I mean, what?
Let me be a good protagonist.
Yusuko-chan silently showed me the screen. The subject of the email was, "Help me!" Oh, that's not anything we should worry about.
Well, I mean, she could be lying. Eh?
The body of the message seemed to be written hurriedly. It read, "Abducted by gangsters. Do something. Dip something." Okay, I will give her credit. The P key is next to the O key. I can understand that happening.
Yep. This is...
I felt an anxiety come over me that left my mouth dry, but Ritsuko-chan was unamused.
妙なところで細かいものです。わざと打ち間違いを装って見せたりして。
How did I click outside the window? Okay.
Intentionally?
Was that really the case?
Where is Ayaka-san right now? She wouldn't be outside, would she?
さあ。
Let's stop by her room, just in case.
Yusuko-chan seemed dubious, but didn't argue either as she started walking down the hall.
She's not here.
イルスかもしれません。
You don't think... Does Ayaka-san ever leave the school grounds? Risa-san seemed to know of some ways to bypass security.
よくあります。姉の場合は気にせず出て行ってしまうのですが。
Really? Wow. They let her?
無断で出入りしようとすれば、ガルディエンヌが詰め所から駆けつけてきます。でも姉は気にせず行ってしまうので、途中から母も校長先生も諦めてしまって。
She breaks the rules so much that her mother stopped caring. And she said, and she told the security, just let her go. I don't care anymore.
Crazy.
Thanks, Mom.
It's what I find funny is that she seems like the type to really abide by the rules, yet she's willing to let her own daughter just...
Well,
I find that very hypocritical.
It's like she thinks her daughter is a lost cause at this point.
Wow.
Thanks, Mom.
Jeez. That's right. Mitsuko-chan and Ayaka-san are the headmistress's daughters.
I can never see that. Like, Ayaka-san being the headmistress's daughter. I can't see it.
Well, there's the father.
Touché. Touché.
You'd be surprised. If she went out, there's a chance that this is true. I'm just worried about the gangsters part. Those goons I was worried about. I think they might still be abducting girls. didn't... gosh darn it. Ritsuko-chan, didn't you hear? Risa-san was almost abducted, too.
Just when we thought we'd never even mention them again.
Gosh darn it.
そうだったんですか。
Yeah, so...
その話は初耳ですが、ただ報道部の新聞にその二人組のことは触れられていました。その情報を踏まえてメールの文章に混ぜたと、そんな風に解釈もできます。
That's true, but...
It's still bothering me. Of course, Ritsuko-chan was her sister, and she was probably right, but...
Anyway, let's check with the Guardian. They won't talk to me if I go alone, but I'm sure they'll tell me if you're with me.
Before she could answer, I was off down the hall. A moment later, I heard her footsteps trailing behind me.
マサヤ様、
Yeah?
I kept walking as she spoke.
なぜ姉の言うことを信じるんですか。今日騙されたことが分かったばかりだというのに。
I don't believe her 100%.
じゃあ
The probability is there. If you go there and we find out she's lying, then we'll deal with that then. I love that logic. I go with that logic quite a lot.
If we get there and she's lying, we'll beat the crap out of her at that point, but...
Yeah, basically, like, even if it's the slightest... like, even if it's most likely they're lying, I would do it anyway, just to make sure, because that's better than thinking about the consequences of leaving it alive.
Ritsuko-chan asked the Guardian, and they gave us the information freely. Apparently, Ayaka-san did leave school grounds around sundown. She hadn't come back yet, either. Well then.
Wow. Now the question is, where is she?
The goons really had done something to her, there'd be no way of knowing where they took her.
一応分かることは分かりますが。
So,
really?
If you'll remember, I foreshadowed this a long time ago.
What now?
Back about the time we met Ruriko, I mentioned something about something.
I don't remember. You could put a flashback up there if you want, though.
I really don't feel like digging through all the footage to get it. You're on.
Oh, right. What? Really? Where is she?
The problem is, if I clue you into what I was foreshadowing, then you'll instantly get it, so I don't want to do that.
Got it.
今は分かりません。ただ携帯には GPS がついています。
Remember when I said the cell phones had one other purpose that I wasn't going to talk about yet?
The GPS device can be very good and very, very bad. Ah, that's right.
携帯の位置情報は校長先生に尋ねれば分かると思います。
Because one, she'll totally give information to me. Two, she totally gives a crap about her own daughter right now.
Yeah, no kidding. Now let's go. You don't think she's gone home yet, do you?
It's already dusk, but there was still light streaming from a window in the school building.
普段から遅くまで残業しています。きっとまだ校長室にいるかと
I'd
思い
like to take a
ま
moment
す
to point this. I just realized this.
Yeah.
Headmistress is their mother. She gets to go home every night. They have to stay here.
Yeah, that's pretty crappy.
I know, right? And the fact that she works here means they must live in the general area.
Hmm.
So they don't even get to go home, even though their mother works there.
Yeah, that's pretty crappy.
Stupid! Okay.
That is really stupid. Okay, let's go.
As we walked towards it, Ritsuko-chan frowned.
Mitsuko-chan, do you really think I'm worrying too much?
いえ、私にも分からなくなってきました。ただ、
Yeah,
母
there's
に会いに
that.
行くかと思った。
Oh, I had my suspicions, but I really have my suspicions. You don't get along?
She turned her eyes to me with an uneasy expression.
あなたですよ。
Yeah, I figured. What?
どんな理由であれ、母があなたを信じてくれるとは思いません。
What was your first hint?
Yeah, Messiah, you should have pieced that together.
There.
That's a big der.
Shortly thereafter.
まったく、
バカバカしい。
That was the first thing she said upon hearing your explanation. Well,
Gosh.
glad to see you care about your own daughter.
I know, right?
Even as we spoke, I didn't get any sense the headmistress was worried about her daughter. On the contrary, she didn't even try to hide the sour look on her face.
おこのぎまさやくん、君は知らないのです。まあ知らなくて当然ではありますが。
About what?
はっきり言ってあの子には虚言癖があります。あの子の嘘はもう聞き飽きました。
I mean, accurate, but...
See, this is... Sorry, she's still talking.
No, she's not.
This is, I just can't tell. It's really hard to hear the echo. This reminds me of, the shepherd that cried wolf or something like that.
Yep. The boy that cried wolf, yeah.
The boy that cried wolf, right. This is
fairy tale,
reminding me
yeah.
of this situation.
One of those old fairy tales.
Yep.
That
She
this
keeps
newfangled
lying.
generation probably hasn't even heard of yet. I feel old again.
Yeah. She keeps lying, and then eventually when something does happen, no one believes her.
If something is happening.
Yeah, if something happens.
くだらない虚言に振り回されるなどあまりに馬鹿げたことです。
A compulsive liar? I think that's taking a little bit too far.
Here's a hint, by the way. If I start talking, it's usually because they're done talking.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to go off that hint.
君があの子の何を知っているというのです？
I seem to know more than you do at this point.
Messiah, I think, like, you really shouldn't criticize her, even if she's wrong. It's not very wise to go up against her.
Actually, excuse me, I shouldn't say that. It's like, we may not know more about her than you do, but we clearly care more than you do.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's true, but the impression I get from talking to her is that they're just harmless pranks, nothing malicious.
君の印象など聞いていません。
And I have no interest in your bullcrap, but we're not going to talk about that.
まったくあれには困らされてしまいます。番宣始まって以来の不良だわ。
Oh, really?
Sure. Or maybe you just see it that way. I wouldn't call her a delinquent.
I barely got the words out when the headmistress fixed me with a glare.
教師の言うことは聞かない。校則は守らない。そして勝手に外に出て行く。
And whose fault is that?
Yeah, first of all, you're her mother. And second, it's like, it's not really a delinquent. A delinquent is someone who does things way worse than that.
Well, to be fair, I think that actually does still fit.
It
Kinda.
barely fits, in my opinion. It could barely fit.
I think correct me if I'm wrong, future me, but it fits strictly in the definition of the word, but...
I don't know. I just don't think she could be.
She doesn't give
clearly
it the
labeled that.
stereotypical delinquent feel, I'll give you that much.
No. It just feels like... She kind of reminds, like...
Now I'm trying to imagine Ayaka in a leather jacket riding a motorcycle.
Yeah, it doesn't really fit, but
No, it doesn't.
anyway, it's just like she just kind of reminds me of myself. I'd be like, the rules are pretty stupid, and honestly, because I have the privilege, because my mother's a higher up, I'm going to take advantage of this.
My mother doesn't care. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that my mother doesn't care about me anymore.
Exactly. It's like,
これが不良でなくて何が不良だというのですか。
well, there's a lot of things that could count, but she isn't hurting anyone, is she? Yeah, that was kind of what I was going at. That's what I was.
Apparently,
going
she
at.
didn't see it from that angle, huh?
Yeah.
So my argument seemed to surprise her, and her narrow eyes widened.
She did run me around a little bit, but she apologized afterwards. I don't think a delinquent would do that.
Point, Messiah.
Yeah, and she hasn't hurt anyone either, as far as we know.
人は傷つかないとしても、バンセンヌの
It's all about Von Sen with you, isn't it?
The reputation of Bonds.
It's the
That's not-
reputation of our dear dying school.
So that's enough to label her as a delinquent?
She's
That's
hurting the
bullshit.
reputation of our dear already dying school.
A school that's already been sullied with mud. Even blood, maybe.
Our already dying school.
Yeah, no kidding. So, that is all she cares about, isn't it?
Probably.
Maybe she's obsessed.
I mean, if she cares more about the school than one daughter, what's to say that she doesn't care about the other one?
No kidding. I don't know. Maybe it's a theory, but maybe her younger daughter just does all this because she wants to be loved and recognized. Like
I
a daughter
know a
should.
lot of stuff I can't talk about.
Yeah, I'm starting to get closer, aren't I? Anyway.
I'm not going to say whether or not you're getting
Yeah,
closer.
don't-
I'm just saying relative to this entire conversation, there are a lot of answers I could give you that I can't talk about.
I know. You're doing your job well.
考えてもごらんなさい。あの子が下界に出て何か不始末をしでかす。それは悪評としてそのまま我が校に跳ね返ってくるのです。
Okay, I'd like to stop you at lower world for a second.
What is it even supposed to mean?
Anything that's not the high class that is us. The commoner's world, if you will.
Oh, I'm starting to see it now.
So all of the tourists, including you, are of the lower world. To them.
That feels rather scummy.
And while it does sound extremely scummy coming out of her mouth, I feel like one of the girls has used that term at some point. Just in passing.
I mean, I know her daughter labeled us as a sample or something like that, but I don't know.
Maybe that happens later in the game. All I know is at some point somebody just uses it in passing, and it's like, it doesn't sound douchey so much as it sounds naive.
I see.
まあ、君のような部外者に何を言った
Oh,
と
well,
ころで
fuck you.
始まりませんが。
And, as an outsider, I can assure you that there are things you don't understand.
部外者ってマサヤ様は留学生だわ。
Oh, thank you,
それが
Mitsuko.
何だというの。まさかお前、解放に共鳴してしまった
And
の
what
では
if
ない
she
だろうね。
is?
そういうわけではないけれど、ただ事実が
Oh
そうだから。
god. This is
それが何だと
no.
いうの。私は最後まで反対だったのだから。それをあの理事長が。
Feel free to finish that sentence as you please.
Excuse me.
We still hadn't gotten to tell her the reason we come in the first place, and we really didn't have time to waste. Yeah. If she really is kidnapped by people that are willing to sell her, well, let's just say we're a bit on a time crunch.
Yeah, no kidding. Want to ask you a favor.
I feel like there should be a 4 there, but whatever.
Ritsuko, she mentioned that you could find out where people's cell phones are.
それが
We were hoping you'd be able to tell us where Sama's is right now.
You can see how his vernacular is screwing him over.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
he's
それを知っ
adjusting.
てどうしようというのです。
Uh-oh. What do you mean? It's obvious. We'll go and check up on her.
We're just gonna go, waltz outside of campus after hours.
Yeah.
This is a great thing to be telling the headmaster.
I know. Isn't that super bright?
I'll say you're a freaking genius.
He is.
He's getting annoyed with her obliviousness. And I'm getting annoyed with your thick-headedness and bluntness, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, I'm starting to as well.
Of course, that also means I'm getting angry at myself. But hey, what else is new?
Yep.
But as she spoke next, it seemed she wasn't as oblivious as she seemed.
さっき私が言ったことをもう忘れたのですか？こんなものは
You
虚
never
言に決
know.
まっています。
What? We don't know that.
Explosion! Oh, jeez. Excuse me, I just explode in the headmistress's face. Like,
I know. I don't think I've seen this text box before.
we have, but it's been mostly reserved for him screaming in joy or shock.
I see.
It's like, I think this is the first time we've actually seen Masuya yell at anyone that's not the goons.
I know.
I found myself raising my voice unconsciously. I strained to rein in my voice and continued. What the heck? Okay.
We don't know that for sure. It could still be true.
よりにもよってヤクザに誘拐されたなどと。あの子はこんなことを言うことで同情を引こうとしているんだわ。
I'm kind of gonna adapt something from. As much as I feel like the Transformers Michael Bay movies need to die, I kind of need to like bring up a good point here. It's like, so what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if we do nothing and you are wrong? It's like, you say it's all a lie, and that could be very easily true. But what happens if we sit back and do nothing and you are wrong?
Exactly. And that's why even if the chances are very slim, I will check something because I don't want to deal with the consequences.
It's like, the Autobots are a threat to humanity. You must leave Earth. Fine, we'll leave. But what happens when we leave and you're wrong? But what happens if we leave and the Decepticons kill you anyway?
Right.
Which is what happened, but...
Yep.
母さん、言い過ぎだわ。
Of course it's not. Have you met this woman? Nothing is too far, as long as it's all in the name of her glorious academy.
At least Ritsuko's speaking up to her own damn mother.
You met this woman? Nothing is too far, as long as it's all in the name of our glorious academy.
Just don't know. I can't pronounce that word. Seems
Tsurugi
safe.
Gaoka.
I wasn't even gonna try with that one. But there really are gangsters there.
それがあんなものどこにだっているでしょ。
Well, I'm glad you understand that.
But they're really dangerous. Rise-san said she was attacked by them once before.
リセがそれはいつの話です。私は聞いていませんよ。
The first you've heard of it, or the first you've cared?
Exactly. Ah.
Apparently that was something she was trying to keep on the down low.
Anyway, putting that aside for now, we need to know where Ayaka-san is right now.
重大な校則違反ですよ。
So what, huh?
定められた期間を除き、学校の敷地を出るのは重大な校則違反であると
She
言っ
keeps
ている
saying
のです。
gross. Gross
校
violation.
長である私の
Yeah,
目
it's
の前で
disgusting.
校則を破ろうというのなら、見過ごすことはできませんね。
Couldn't take it anymore.
You gotta make exceptions. Who cares about the school rules? No time to worry about that right now.
やっと本音が出ましたね。外部の人間はきっとそんなことを言うだろうと思っていまし
An
た。
outsider or a person who cares?
Yeah, and I love the labels that I'm pretty sure this is clear already, but I hate labels. And I love how so many labels are thrown at us and other people, and these labels only cause harm.
I know, right? It's great. I love people. Ugh.
It's weird because for some reason, the human mind loves to categorize things and to make things easier instead of actually sympathizing with each and every person in the so-called category. But yeah. An outsider. First boy, then outsider. Anyway.
Starting to get dizzy from frustration. Something going on that was more important than rules, more important than anything. Why couldn't she see that? I don't know, maybe she doesn't care about her own daughter. Did you ever think about that?
Yeah, she remembers too much of her ex-husband, maybe? I don't know. If you want to punish me, you can.
マサヤ様。
I'm an outsider, after all. And as far as I'm concerned, Bond says rules can fuck off.
Whoa!
Jeez, Messiah. Holy... Damn.
Pulling out the big swear words now.
Jeez. Oh, he's made...
ああ、汚い言葉を。
You vulgarities. Yeah. Please, just tell me where Aya-san is.
Aya.
I mean, Aya... God
Wow. And all the tension is gone.
damn it. Ayaka-san is.
私に自ら校則違反の手伝いをしろというのですか？
I'm asking you to provide information.
How is that breaking school rules? You're telling the location of a student. Don't you care about your daughter?
No. I was getting desperate.
Maybe she is lying, but there's also a possibility that she's in real trouble. You can punish me later if you want, but I'm gonna save her. I have to do it now.
Putting on the protagonist pants, ladies and gentlemen.
No kidding.
母さん、マサヤ様の言う通りだわ。
Oh, thank you.
Risuka should have been staying passive by my side, but now supporting me for the first time. The headmistress gave her a cold glare.
Oh, jeez.
お前まで下界の空気に毒されてしまったように。母さんは悲しいね。
Can somebody just drop kick this woman?
I am...
母さん。
I'm... Okay. I'm just have to say this. I'm pretty sure it's obvious. But I really hate it when somebody thinks they're above other people and they say things like, you have been poisoned by other people around you. Frustrates me so much.
Don't worry, we all hate her too.
Oh my god.
We all hate her too. Just breathe.
I think she is definitely meant to be the main antagonist.
We all hate her too. Just breathe.
I will say this on the creators' note, though, that they did a good job.
They did a good
her-
job of making
they-
a bad character.
They did a good job of making her a main antagonist.
They
Man.
are masters of making characters for you to hate. Good job, Moonstone. The headmistress hit a few keys and some paper came out of the printer.
私は信じたわけではありませんよ。
I took the paper silently. There's a location marked in color on the map.
My house?
It all comes full circle, I suppose.
The cross-shaped mark is where Ayaka-san is, right?
ええ、
Got it.
I took the paper in my hand and turned to leave.
どうやって行くのです？バスは1時間に1本しか来ませんよ。
You'll run. There are bikes on the school ground, aren't there? I'll borrow one of them.
Boom.
買ってみなさい。
Ah, please contact the Guardian. Tell him I'm going outside.
Left the room before she could respond.